This is The Walking Dead Destinies Season 2, and it's fair to say this game made me ever so slightly angry. Fuck off! What the fucking stupid shit is this cunt game? We start in our second camp of the game along the roadside. No idea how Merle becomes so heavily equipped, but fair play to him, I guess. And you know the worst thing about the apocalyptic adventure? Moany kids.
I wish I could take a bath.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you moron. It would be a proper shame if she got lost in the woods and became zombified. Then I've got to solve another group conflict, this time between Shane and Laurie. They're having a heated, whispered conversation, and I'm sure there's nothing suspicious going on. They're probably just planning my surprise birthday party. My best friend and my wife. That's obviously gotta be it, right? Anyway, bros before hoes. Carl's also being a moody son of a bitch.
I wish people would stop treating me like a kid.
I tried not treating you like a kid, you moron, and you got it. Anyway, this roadside's almost certainly not safe. Let's crack on. I send Merle on an anger management course, and then we get stuck in a traffic jam. And the game violates the whole show don't tell rule of storytelling. Then we get attacked by walkers, and Sophia legs it into the woods. Rick takes chase after her, and I've just realised this poor bastard's never done a squat in his life. Episode 6. What lies ahead? And the first thing I try doing is backtracking to see if I can just avoid this mission. She's obviously long gone, let's cut our losses and move on. But no, Rick's obviously the good guy. I find a pistol on this rock, and seeing as it holds more bullets, decide it would be a better idea to take it. But it wouldn't be the first time I've been wrong. What? That's up. Wait, how are these guys walking off headshots? Yeah, so now we got bullet sponging zombies. And the funny thing is, I don't know if that's a glitch or literally by design. I then die in the most ridiculous of circumstances, with a walker nibbling on my scrotum. Oh, fuck off. That is a load of shite. Absolute horseshit. This time I stay on top of the ledge, which the zombies apparently can't climb up, and safely pop headshots from distance. Then as I move on, I've got to micromanage Merle, who's not able to loot due to there being too many walkers. So I'm like, just take him out, you prick. I then alert another sizable horde. Right, why are they, how are they, what's going on with this gun, and why are they walking off headshots for fun? I mean, I don't know a lot about guns, but I'm pretty sure you don't just walk off a shot like that. So I decide to try out a new tactic, fucking leg it. We then get introduced to a brand new zombie type. The grenade walker. Basically a walker with a grenade vest. Now I'll be honest, I've never been to America, but if rednecks were running around with suicide vests, I think it would have made it onto my newsfeed. Has that got dynamite? Who the hell fits a zombie with dynamite? Interesting. Oh, shit, that was my bad. So I get ready to desperately fight for my life, then Merle radios me. Oh, expedition success. Nice one, Merle. Do you mind, not radioing me when I'm about to kill zombies, though? I then get jumped, but that just activates my super angry mode, which turns out to be a very bad thing if you're the undead. I find Sophia pretty easily as she has terrible camouflaging skills. Blue t-shirt in a green wood. Honestly, love, you're just asking to be eaten. Rick tells her to hide under a tree. Then I've got to go and clear out all the walkers I've just avoided. Thankfully, I'm a gaming god, and just stick with the ledge strat I worked out earlier. And once they're all taken care of, I jump on down. However, that's when the game decides to troll me. Looks like there's a few more I've got to take care of. And they won't even let me climb back onto my ledge. Bastards. I again get jumped and this time become panic. Only dodging, no attacking, no shooting. Great. Not an ideal situation when you have to kill all of the walkers. So I just run around for the full minute in the hope that when the timer hits 0, the game will move me on. But no, now I have to kill them all. I hate the fact that I can't just kill a zombie by shooting it in the fucking head. I hate bullet sponges. It's the thing I hate most about video games. It takes a little while, but with a whole run away whenever you get attacked strat, I eventually managed to clear them out. And shock and horror, you wouldn't believe it, but Sophia has disappeared. Shane decides to come and give me a hand looking, and thought it would be a great idea to bring the bloody 10-year-old. And it's fair to say that didn't exactly work out. Great work, Shane. Now my son's dying. We never do find out who shot him, but we somehow stumble upon this old farmer with his 2 daughters. Who shot him? Is that gonna be like a whodunit? The old farmer dude's like, look, I can save him, but we're gonna need a bit of equipment. Shane volunteers because he's obviously a better man than Rick. Then we gotta make a decision on which daughter comes with us. Maggie or Beth. And I decide Maggie's definitely the girl for me. I've also got to decide who to send out on an expedition, and I decide to go with Carol, seeing as it is her daughter that's missing. Get to work, you lazy bitch. Episode 7. Bloodletting. Shane and Maggie head to Maggie's old high school, but not because of any illicit sort of reasons. There was a medical centre set up here when society fell. They both split up and we start the mission as Maggie. And I've once again got to do some stealthy shit. And as I'm sure you all know, I'm a stealth god, so it goes exceptionally. Okay, yeah, this was a mistake, chat. I've got 5 bullets left. I run around aimlessly for 5, not knowing how to get through. Then realise I've obviously got to batter the crate. I can't step over it. Oh my god, look at that. I'm a genius. Although I accidentally head in the wrong direction, and Maggie collapses due to heart palpitations or something. Honestly, no idea. But now I know how to get through, I'm certainly not going to fail a second time. Oh god, that's an explosive one. You prick. You know what they say, 3rd time's a charm. To get into the medical centre, I've got to smash up more crates. Because as you know, whenever zombies rise, the bastards get really into woodwork. I get inside and the door slams behind me, me. Thank God, I'm sure that'll keep me safe. I then collect all of the medical shite I could need, and then swap to Shane, who gratefully gets to move through the level without there being any walkers. Just a few stragglers in the yard outside the medical centre. I enter into the school, and then I've got to micromanage Carol. She's like, maybe I should do a bit of arson, Sophia might see it from distance. And I'm like, yeah, crack on, love. I then notice a bed that can move, and figure I gotta use it for something, let's give it a go. But that turns out to be a terrible idea. Oh, hang on, why did I not spot them? What the hell? And this is where we figure out that Shane is actually a massive pussy. What do you mean you can't take on an entire horde on your own? What a knobhead. And what makes it even worse, when I respawn, all of the walkers are back. That is a piss take. Maggie had done all the hard work. But hey, at least the crate hasn't respawned. I sprint into the high school like I'm Prince Andrew, and try blocking off the door with the wheelie bin. Oh, fuck off, Carol, not now, woman. Unfortunately, the bin barely slows them down, so I whip out the pistol and start blasting. But inevitably is too little too late. Alright, fine, I get it, we'll go back to stealthing. So I sneak through with what I'm sure you'll agree is expert precision. And this time I can get into the school and actually successfully block the door with the wheelie bin. I also discover I can take down walkers from the other side of obstacles. Very handy. I then stealthily sneak into the infirmary and successfully find all the medical shit I need. I then gotta try and find another way out, but it turns out Carol's campfire wasn't a good idea after all. I then find myself a shotgun in the sports hall. No idea how it got here, but let's just assume it's a reason that won't end up with me getting cancelled. I immediately rush to the other side to try and escape, but that door is sealed up tight. My goal then shifts from escape to attack, but apparently these shotguns are basically confetti cannons. Are you serious? A shotgun doesn't kill a zombie in the face? And thankfully they all just sort of get stuck on this sign. Alright, so it seems that some of them can actually get through. So I run around for a few minutes, and when the countdown hits 0, we fade to black and take back over as Maggie. And Maggie's job is simple: save Shane's life. What the hell is that zombie doing? Thankfully our girl Maggie is one agile lass, but I'm more thankful for zombies having not figured out they can bend under upside down tables. I then make it into the opposite end of the sports hall, and it seems some silly sod has left a sniper rifle hanging about. I'm still refusing to comment on why there are so many guns in this high school. No, I'm not getting cancelled today, thank you very much. It's impossible to get headshots, chat. It's not my dodgy aim, okay? Although I do get a cheeky triple. But unfortunately that wasn't enough to save Shane's life. R.I.P. Shane, I guess. My second attempt goes much better. Then Shane has to have a boss battle with a heavy walker. And I'll be honest, fighting a bulky bitch in a sports hall, this has Last of Us ripoff written all over it. Thankfully the dude's like proper socially awkward, and he just stands in the corner until I decapitate him with my axe. Shane and Maggie then escape the hordes together. Well, that is until the clumsy bitch trips up and drops the medical supplies. Shane then has to make a heart-wrenching decision. Does he save the narcotics or the cute farm girl? You know what? I'm sure Carl will be fine. Oh, bollocks. R.I.P. Carl. Back to the farm, and now we're playing as Shane, who had no reason to shave his head. There was no struggle with Otis. In fact, that fucker doesn't even exist in this universe. We then get another group conflict I've got to solve, this time between Herschel and Laurie. A distraught Laurie crumples to her knees before Herschel sobbing uncontrollably. The older man looks down in pity and shame. How could you let this happen? Laurie cries. I trusted you. My family trusted you, and now Carl is gone. Herschel just bows his head, red-rimmed, eyes welling with tears. I'm sorry, he says in a low voice. I did everything I could. Support Laurie. I can't believe you couldn't save that boy, Herschel. What a bitch. We then find out Laurie is pregnant thanks to a text cutaway. Then we flash back to the day society fell. Episode 8, Haunted. And Shane's dressed sexy as fuck in his sheriff gear. And Shane's job is a simple one: get to the first floor. You know what? I'm just gonna take this and just use it to my advantage. Walkers don't stand a chance against me and my gurney. But with no axe or baseball bat, I eventually have to go hand to hand with the bitch. I then head upstairs, find a sniper rifle, and try using another gurney to my advantage. But apparently that defense isn't as strong as I thought it would be. So as the crowds get too much, I roll back to my safe space and get the wins from there. I can then run to Rick's room. We have an emotional 5 minutes before blocking the door with the ultimate defensive tool. I then gotta fight through the entire US military to get out of the hospital. And if you thought the walkers were bullet sponges, you haven't seen anything yet. In the end, I decided to just fuck it and run past them all. I've just taken on the US Army with a baseball bat. Yep, see you later. Although when I get downstairs, there's another corridor of walkers for me to fight, but I can once again just bypass them and head straight for the exit. When I get outside, it seems the military are fighting off the undead, so I can just run straight for the exit. So back to the farm, and we have another group conflict we need to solve, this time between Daryl and Dale. And this time I don't even need to read this shit, I'm obviously siding with my boy Daryl. Then we find out Herschel has been keeping walkers in the barn. Episode 9, pretty much dead already. And keeping things simple, this is probably the worst mission I've ever played in my 20 odd years of gaming. Firstly, it won't let me get get to the barn where my boys are waiting for me, but in the game's defense it is telling me to go to the shed area.
Is that not the shed area?
No, that's quite obviously a barn, you dozy pillock. I head to the actual shed area, and we have walkers just roaming about. Herschel, you old senile bastard. This is definitely violating multiple health and safety laws.
Stamping on zombies in the cabbages. This is not going to be good for our food supply.
I then get completely stumped, but again in the game's defense it is telling me to get the fire axe. I have more tamper swings before eventually, and I mean eventually, this must have taken me easily 10 to 15 minutes to figure out. I've got to move all these pissing boxes about.
Whenever you're doing bad in a game, just blame the developers.
But I do eventually get the axe and take it to Shane. Now, playing as Shane, I break the barn open, but there doesn't actually seem to be any zombies in there. Maybe that bastard Glenn was lying to me. Oh no, I've just got to snap the chain before the walkers snap into place. And again, the shotgun is basically a massive confetti cannon. Except, I suppose, when it's not. Literally have no idea how this is supposed to work. Also, why the fuck is Herschel keeping grenade walkers in the barn? You can argue for however long you want about the morality about taking a zombie's life, but for the love of God, at least take the explosive vest off the twat. Honestly, this took so fucking long, it was unreal. The walkers just kept coming and coming. He must have had half the population of Georgia in that bloody barn. It ends with me fighting a big bastard while Daryl's dealing with the rest of them.
Rick, I'm almost dying here. Do you want to come and help out your best friend just because I was shagging your wife?
We eventually get the win, but guess who's the last to come out of the barn? Surprise twist, it's Sophia. Herschel's like, ah shit, they found my supply of kids. Then Rick puts down the zombified girl.
Tensions between Rick and Shane have reached an unsustainable level. Something's gotta give. There's no turning back now.
Shane's like, shall we wander off into a dark field where no one can disturb us? And Rick's like, yeah, sure, let's go. And I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna play the entire cutscene for you.
So this is where you plan to do it?
As good a place as any. It ain't gonna be easy, but Lori will get over you. They done it before. They just gonna have to.
You gonna kill me in cold blood? Take my place so you can screw my wife? Have my children? My children! Call you daddy?
Dude, probably not gonna be children.
I'm a better father than you, Rick. I'm better for Lori than you, man, because I'm a better man than you, Rick, because I'd fight for her.
Then we gotta make our decision, Shane or Rick. And I'm obviously trying to make it as different as possible from the show, so Shane should lead the group.
Oh my god, what is up with his eye?
We then get a boss fight to end all boss fights.
Oh my god, I actually get to fight him.
And this goofy ass shit is the reason for my rage.
Fair play, mind. Rick can take a headshot.
You see, the shotgun only holds 4 rounds. Then when I try reloading, it cancels the animation, I have to start all over again. And that's assuming I'm able to fight at all.
Why are you not aiming now? Why are you not aiming? What the fuck?
And that means I get popped.
Fucking hell. It literally wouldn't let me aim.
Again.
Fuck off.
And again.
Fuck off. What the fucking stupid shit is this cunting game?
But eventually I put the fucker down. Then we gotta fight again, this time hand to hand. But thankfully I have a fire axe while Rick has a baseball bat. And well, R.I.P. Rick, I guess. Rick then becomes zombified almost immediately, and Shane puts him down. Then somehow the barn sets on fire, and everybody has to escape. And not a single person stops to ask where Rick is. I guess they didn't actually care after all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want me to continue the playthrough, let me know in the comment section. And I think I'm going to double the like goal. If we get 400 likes in 24 hours, I will continue with seasons 3 and 4. In fact, I'll stream it tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and good night.